Alright. This for lotion, man. What up, y'all? So, I'm back with another one, man. Oh yeah, I know y'all see. Y'all wanna see the back? Let's see if how y'all gonna like the back. I don't know. What y'all think, man? What y'all think, man? I don't know. So it's just like a little prototype. If I do put it out for sale, I'm just gonna put it out so just y'all could just buy it. Like, I'm not trying to get no profit off it or nothing like that. Cause this isn't even the actual, like, the complete design. This one might be. I think the other one I have is not. Cause when we was looking at it, and S-Fam was more underneath the armpit, but I think this is the good one, so I don't know. But anyway, so I don't think I like this transition thing that's going down, man. I don't really think I like it. I don't know. I really got to figure something out and get some information on this. I was thinking today, what if I kept sharing information with y'all, whatever the case may be, but if I didn't use any name or, you know, what if I just said like I'm a trainer and this is what we do to train, and I didn't specifically say what organization, if you will, that I was with. For instance, what if I just started off the video like this? What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. Today I want to talk about what happens when trainees cry at work. Today at work was crazy because we went to do first aid training, and it's so crazy at our first aid training because you're riding up to the building, and out in the grassy area of the field you see a big open patch of dirt because they have to do their buddy drags. When they're training doing their buddy drags, like, everybody goes to this specific building to do their first aid training. If someone gets injured, you got to pull them out of that area. So that's what they're practicing doing in that area. Pulling each other from left to right, whatever they have to do to get someone out of a dangerous area, but that person can't move on their own. We get up there today, people are falling asleep in the class, so of course we're going to have to give them corrective training, take them outside, we motivate them a little bit, we just get them in that right mindset, get them in the right mindset to get back in the classroom, pay attention, get all the information that you can get. You got to be alert for this class, and you're going to take a written test at the end of the class. So we're doing what we got to do throughout the day. Coming towards the end of the day, people just aren't motivated like they need to be, like we need them to be. At my job, leaders feed off motivation. We feed off the motivation for the people that we train. So if they're not speaking to us in a loud manner, if they're not moving quickly when they move, that's what we don't like. That's what that's not our standard. So we get them together, we address the situation. I got with this trainee today that some of my other counterparts were trying to understand. Why don't you speak loudly? Why don't you, or how come you're not motivated? I came over to that area that they were at, and I told her, scream. You need to scream. And I screamed, and I shook my head, ah! And she screamed with a loud and thunderous voice, like if she was on a roller coaster and the roller coaster scared her and she was screaming. And I said, that's how you need to answer when you address us, or when we address you and you freaking address us back. So, but that's how we told her, you have to sound off. You have to scream like that, like we're on a roller coaster. So I got her to open up and scream and sound off. But as I'm doing that, I don't know what she realized about herself, but it's like she started tearing up. She was getting ready to cry. And this is the way that we deal with it. This is the way we deal with trainees that cry. Ain't no crying around here. You better get them tears out of here. Just because you're crying, we're not going to have any sympathy for you. Especially when all I came up to you and told you to do was be loud and you start crying. That's not gonna sway the way that I act towards you. I'm still going to treat you with the toughness that I need to treat you with. She started to tear up or whatever. I told her to scream. She screamed, and I told her that's the standard that we're looking for, and I told her to get out of my face, and she went away. So that's the way that we deal with it. We don't cut no slack for those who start crying. We just don't cut any slack for those who start crying. Today, once we got back to our facility, we're doing some extra readiness, labeling. We're labeling our gear, putting our certain roster numbers on our gear, whatever name, name tape or whatever that they have. We're taping stuff down on our gear, making stuff look nice and neat. So through the doorway of the room that I'm in, I see like 3 females running, and they're getting ready to go to the stairwell. That stairwell has a door. I hear the door close, and once the door closes, I hear like it sounded like one of the females fell down the stairs and she was screaming like she broke her leg or something. I leave the room and I go into the stairwell, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And my senior was in the office right next to the stairwell, and he heard it too, so he comes out in there also. We're like, what's going on? Why are you screaming like that? Why you sound like that? And she's just like, I just can't take this. There's so much stuff. And she's like having a fit. She's having so much of a fit that she's moving back and forth while she's crying and taking these deep breaths. And we're like, calm down, breathe. And she breathes and she's kind of works herself down. And we're like, what's wrong with you? I'm just going through so much stuff. We get 2 different directions. We got to do this. We got to do that. I'm trying to get these females to follow directions, but they're not following directions. So this one female is trying to step up and take charge and lead these other females, but it's not working out for her. She's like, she just can't take it anymore. So we're telling her, look, you're here. It's going to freaking happen. That's what happens here. People aren't going to want to follow directions. You're going to step up and try to lead them. And it just doesn't work like that all the time. But she's crying. You're going to suck it up, deal with it, and y'all need to freaking figure it out and work together. Y'all need to figure out how to work together. Sometimes when our trainees cry, they think that we're going to be gentler and hold their hand. And no, it ain't none of that. Stop all that freaking crying, figure out the freaking problem, drive on, go work as a team. And then from that same group, it was down the hallway. I have one of my coworkers, one of my counterparts come down the hallway, and she tells me how, you know, her group of trainees just aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing either. She gives them an order and a direction, and they just don't. They're not moving with a purpose. They're not sounding off. She said, okay, you don't want to take this training that I'm giving you. I'm not gonna help you out. Go away. Go do you. Get out of this room and go away. So her trainee goes away. She goes back up to her trainee later and like, what did you join this? What did you join this for? Why are you here? What did you join this? The trainee said, to be a better man, to better myself. So she told him, this is the man that you want to be, one who doesn't pay attention or one who doesn't follow directions of a leader. This is the example of a man that you want to be. And she said he started crying. It's not a fact of making them cry, but it's a fact of having them understand that they're in a transition now. It's not all about you anymore. You have to think about the team. You have to think about your goals. You have to think about your mission and what you came to do. That's what our goal for some of these trainees, our goal is for them to realize this. You don't be an individual when you come here. You crying is not gonna make any difference about how you get treated here. You're still gonna get treated with toughness. Cry if you want to. Get your tears out. Let's get an understanding of what's going on here. After you cry and we get that understanding and you see what it's about, go away, drive on, move on to the next thing. Now, I guess their group they had a lot more people in their group than I saw in my group that needed that motivation, that needed that awareness. So she told me there was probably about 4 or 5 of them that she actually got through to today. Which to me is, like I said, it's not the point of making someone cry, but it's the point of getting through to them. For them to know that we're there to help them be better. We're there to help them transition over to whatever they're trying to be. They want to be a better man, a better female, whatever the case may be. That's what we're here to help you do. You need to take this training that we give you and drive on from it, point blank, period. But anyway, that's about it. I just want to share that with y'all, S-Fam. And like I said, I was just thinking of different ways. You know, what is this whole transition thing that I got to do? I don't know. What if I don't have to use Drill Sergeant Lynch and I can keep using my other name and I just don't be specific about what I'm talking about? I got to get creative with this thing, y'all. So I'm going to get some more guidance. Criers today at work, but we don't cut them no freaking slack. Hey, thank y'all S-Fam for checking me out. Y'all stay focused and motivated. Y'all see it. S-Fam salute. Stay focused and motivated. I'ma holler at y'all, man. Y'all have a good evening.